Hello everybody and welcome back to Cinnamon Made Cosplay. So today's topic, it is like the beginning, the introduction. I wanted to do what you call the rules of cosplay. And you might be thinking to yourselves, wait, Anna, people keep telling me there are not rules in cosplay. Well, that is where you will be wrong. Because if you want to have a good community, you actually need some rules to, for it to work. So, a few days ago, I decided to go into cosplay, and, ask you all, what are some rules that you think are essential for the well-being of this community? And I have right here some answers, so let's get started. Every character has a gender-bender counterpart. I think not a lot of people realize that you can change any character, their design, their way, if you want to cosplay them. For example, I personally did our Cananase from free gender-bender version because I didn't feel like doing the male version. I took the character, I designed it to what I wanted to be, and I did it all. I even made a new design with a swimsuit. If you want to do a gender-bender counterpart, then don't be afraid, because you can do it. You don't have to wear wigs, lenses, or makeup to do cosplay. Many people think that wigs, contact lenses, or makeup are essential for a good cosplay. And that is exactly where they would be wrong. You don't like to wear wigs, you don't like to wear contacts, you can't wear contacts, you don't have money to buy makeup or have the skill to do makeup. That is okay. You can go to the convention, to the meetup, you can do whatever you want. If you're happy with your cosplay, then there's no rule to say you can't do it. Do not ever judge a person's character choice. Maybe you want to cosplay Princess Diana from The Princess and the Frog, but you're white. Or you want to cosplay someone like Lucy Ophelia from Fairy Tale, but you're chubby. That is quite alright. Yes, there will probably be people that are going to judge you, call you names because of the way you want to cosplay, but nobody should do that. And I think that is one of the most important rules overall of the cosplay community. Unfortunately, they do not realize this, and many people judge you. Just like I said, the cosplay community has been filled with competition for the past few years. If they do judge you, forget about them. Because who needs people that are going to judge you by your choices, by the way you want to be? It's completely okay for you to buy cosplays. Many people are going to tell you that you need to make your cosplays, but they're wrong. You should never try to do your cosplay if you're not comfortable with doing it. If you want to buy it, then you're quite free to do it. Nobody should tell you what to do or not. And I think I'm repeating myself a lot, but it is true. You need to do your choice, and you do not need other people to tell you what to do. So what if you want to buy your cosplay? Maybe it would look better. I personally always try to animate my cosplays, but as you saw in my previous video, I did buy a cosplay and I'm quite happy with it. I don't care if people are going to judge me if I did buy that cosplay. I'm happy, and that is all that matters. Try to behave yourself when you are at the convention or meetup. By behave yourself is something like you do not need to act like your character. For example, imagine that your character is Deadpool. If you're cosplaying as Deadpool, you do not need to act like Deadpool. If you want, you can do it, but realize that Deadpool is a fictional character, that some of his actions are going to disturb other people's convention experience. And please, I know it's funny when you think about it, but don't go throw buckets at people just because you saw it on Homestuck and it's funny there. many people do not realize what you're doing and probably are not going to find it funny. So, behave yourself and respect others when you're at your convention. Bandwagon cosplays are quite fine. If you don't know what a bandwagon is, a bandwagon cosplay is when a series, for example Attack on Titan or this year's ReZero, are completely everywhere. If you want to do a random, then go ahead and do it. If you want to do a Mikasa, go ahead and do it. Do not judge bandwagon cosplayers or bandwagon cosplays in general. If any cosplayer loses their cosplay, a part of their cosplay, a wig, or you see anything that is falling, please warn them. I'm a pretty good example of this. Back in Comic-Con Portugal 2015, I did lose a part of my costume. Thankfully, I had a person to be nice enough to warn me about it and give me the missing piece. So I was quite happy and thankful for that, but maybe a lot of cosplayers don't. And if you find something on the floor, like a prop, or you think it is a part of the costume, look for the lost and found of the convention and actually gift it to them, because somebody's going to need it. Do not, and please, I hate when people do this, do not touch anybody, their prop or their cosplay, with whatever it is, without their consent. If I'm dressing up as Winry Rockwell from Full Metal Alchemist, that does not mean you can touch my belly because it shows. I had so many people like wrap their arms around me because I was dressing up like Winry. I was asking for it, and I've seen other cosplays who asked for it. Also with Winry, I had so many people like, I was walking around with my wrench and people would like grab it, take it off me. I was so afraid to freaking break it. I cannot contain myself. So please have some respect and do not go out and touch any cosplay without first of all asking. It's not okay to tell people the flaws of their costume. On Saturday of Uber Anime Lisbon 2016, I was actually cosplaying as Lucy Philly from Fairy Tail. And I had this person coming up to me, asking me to take a picture. She was like, "Oh, I love your costume, I love it so much, you're really cute, Lucy, pa 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 pa." And then she told me something along the lines of, "Oh, your costume is so much better than the other Lucy I saw earlier." I felt so freaking guilty. I couldn't contain myself. And then I looked around for that Lucy and it was actually a good one. Maybe you think some cosplayers look better than the others, but please do not go tell them that. If a cosplayer is eating or resting, do not go ask for pictures. Cosplay is actually very hard and tiring during the day. And finally, but not least, the most important rule of cosplay is have fun. If you do not have fun while cosplaying, then what the hell are you doing here? Imagine that you go to your first convention and nobody wants to take a picture of your cosplay. You might feel sad, you might feel guilty, but if you had fun during the day, then who cares? Cosplay is about you enjoying yourself and making your favorite characters come true. And I would also like to thank the people from Cosplay Amino that helped me. Their names are going to be in the description down below, as well as my Cosplay Amino. So, I guess I'll see you next time. Bye!